Good morning, my friends, and happy Saturday. It is nice and early on Saturday morning, and we are getting ready to work out. Today, well, we're not quite sure yet. We know we're going to Adam's track meet, which is at Ursinus College in Collegeville, PA. It's only about an hour away, so that's really exciting. He is running the mile. We get to meet Bella in person, not over FaceTime for the first time today, so that ought to be fun. We have some treats to take to the kids. I made mint brownies for Adam. Someone asked me to do a cook with me on it, and I didn't see the comment until after they were made. They are not WW friendly. Oh my gosh, there is an entire pound of butter in them. Yeah. I had one bite last night just to taste them and make sure they were okay, like literally a bite that big, and they are delicious, and I am so glad I got them cut up, put in the Tupperware and taped, because yeah, a pound of butter. Did I mention a pound of butter? After the track meet is kind of up in the air right now. Oh, it's been a couple days, friends. Not sure what's going on. We think we know what's going on, and we'll let you know if that's what happens. I just need part of this life to... That may happen today. We'll see. But anyway, all this cryptic talk. We'll figure it out later. But for now, we are going to exercise. We're trying to leave the chickens in the coop a little bit longer because it's like 14 degrees. So we want them to keep just a little bit warmer. I am going to make them a pot of oatmeal this morning. We don't give them oats a lot. Maybe like twice a year when it gets this cold. So I'm going to make them a pot of oatmeal to warm their little bellies, and just for a special little treat. I am worried because we're going to be gone all day today. I'm worried about the eggs freezing. So I might call my sister-in-law and see if she can come over and collect eggs, because they will freeze, which would suck. So anyway, that's that. We are going to get to exercising. I think we are going to do a full body, low impact with weights, 34-minute workout. And then I need to get started on just getting my act together to get out of this house. We want to get out of here at 9:30, so that's the plan. We'll be back with breakfast. I'm not sure what we're doing for breakfast yet. Something quick and easy, but I need something filling because we're probably not going to eat again till much later. So I'll catch up. Okay, my friends, we are on the road, sort of. Sort of.
One more stop.
We stopped at my brother's to drop off Aria for the day. Because we're probably going to be later than we anticipated. I'll tell you about that later. And now we are stopping at Wawa to get gas, and the kids asked us to pick them up some food for after they run. So much for no spend February. But I don't know. To me, that's different. You know? And we have a gift card.
That's right. Yeah,
we have a Wawa gift card, so we're not using our money. Doug actually has a free coffee on his Wawa app. So he did not make coffee this morning, but I did, of course, make tea. So we're going to grab the sandwiches that the kids want. Bella wants a chicken Caesar wrap, and Adam wants a buffalo chicken wrap. And then we are going to head to Ursinus College to watch the kids run. They are both doing the mile, and that's it. So we'll watch them run, and then we'll visit with them for a little while, probably. Maybe watch one or two of their friends run, and then we're out of there. So we have our breakfast packed. I just made breakfast sandwiches real quick, and because we ended up working out this morning and working out a little bit longer than we anticipated, because we were just going to cook breakfast to make it at home, or cook breakfast and eat it at home, but we just started running out of time a little bit. And I also packed a little bit of lunch. There wasn't a whole lot to pack, So I packed, I still had some of those sourdough crackers that I made the other day. I had a few of those left. I threw those in there. I threw some mozzarella cheese in there. I threw a couple cutie mandarins in there, and I also put some, I finished up the yogurt that I made last week. Man, we flew through that yogurt. Like, that yogurt is gone.
Yeah.
So I need to make more yogurt this weekend. What else? Yeah, so a little bit of yogurt, and I didn't even bother. I was out of jam upstairs. I have a whole shelf of it downstairs, but I was too lazy to go down and get it. So I just sweetened it with a little bit of honey, and I have some granola. So that's what we're going to have in case we get hungry and need a little bit of snacky lunch. I guess that's all I have for you right now. So hitting Wawa and then hitting the road. Of course, I have my car bag packed. I think what I'm going to do as soon as we hit the road without any more stops is sit and answer some comments. I don't generally like answering them on my phone. It's so much easier to type on a keyboard, but I need to. I'm a little bit behind, and I do not like not acknowledging that you guys take the time to leave me a comment. So I like to acknowledge that you did that. So I'm going to sit and do that. Sometimes I'm a little bit late. I'm not going to lie. But I'm going to sit and work on that while we are in the car. Always have something to do. Okay, pulled out our breakfast sandwiches. It is one of my sourdough English muffins. That's 3 points and 141 calories, I think. 1 egg for 72 calories and 0 points. 2 slices of Jones's Canadian bacon for 1 point and 40 calories. And I have a 1/4 ounce of raw milk cheddar cheese on here. That is 1 point and like 21 calories, I think. So I am going to enjoy this. And we have about 30 minutes until we get to the track meet. Okay, we are done. This little lady had an amazing, by how many seconds?
20.
By a 20-second PR. 20 seconds. She was flying around that track. I think it's just because we were here and she was trying to impress us. And maybe because we brought her Wawa. This guy, meh.
Okay, all right.
I'm kidding. He was sub 5, just no PR, but he did great. So our little visit is over. We're done. Now off to the next sun. We'll talk about that in the car. So, what do you say? Okay, back in the car. I am having some yogurt with granola. It is just 1% yogurt that I made in the Instant Pot, and I have 2 tablespoons of granola. Probably about 4 points. I need to figure it out. Doug is having some cheese and the sourdough crackers. So that is what we are having, and as soon as I'm done this, I'll tell you what we're doing next. So our next step is to go help Andrew pack up his classroom. He's done. It has been a really, really tumultuous couple weeks. Without saying too much, because I have to watch what I say, he is not in a good situation in the school he was placed in. The administration, you know, he is in this special grad program. The administration doesn't get it. These first-year teachers are supposed to be being mentored. They are supposed to have a little bit of a lighter workload because they have their grad school work. And most of all, they're supposed to be being mentored. It's a leadership education program. This is the first year that this school has had the kids from this program, and they're just not getting it. They are treating these kids like, number one, like they're paid employees, which they're not paid. Number two, they're treating them like they are veteran teachers, which they are not. I mean, Andrew has 6 different classes to teach, 3 different grade levels, 2 different classes for each of those grade levels, history and theology. So that is 6 preps a day, 30 preps a week, plus his grad school work. Plus, he has to run the school's rules, he has to run a club. He's run a newspaper club. There's just not enough time in the day to do it all perfectly. Has he dropped the ball a few times with getting grades in on time and things like that? Absolutely. He is not 100% innocent here. But there is zero grace. There is zero compassion. There is zero mentorship. He's pretty much thrown to the wolves. And these last 2 weeks has been horrific on his emotional and mental health. Like, I truly thought that we were going to need to drive over and take him to some sort of crisis center the other day. I really thought we were close to doing that. That is how bad it is. It is just not worth it. So he is resigning effective immediately. We are going to clean out his classroom. Now, this doesn't affect the grad program yet. What happens is they will meet this week and make a decision whether they can transfer him to another program, which is hard mid-year. Although we have inside information and know that there's somewhere he can be transferred, but whether they choose to do that, I don't know. If they choose to do that, if they choose to transfer him, he can stay in the grad program, and that is really, really what he wants. He loves the program. He loves the pillars of it. He loves the whole idea of it. He was just in a very toxic environment. And I spoke to I have several teachers friends. You know, that's all I watch in my daycare are teachers' kids. I'm exclusive to that. So we have talked to all of them and have told them what is going on, and they are horrified. So, yes, we know he's not perfect and he's made some mistakes. We know that. He's a first-year teacher. He's made all those first-year teacher mistakes. But this is just not a good situation. So if they can move him and he can stay in the grad program, that's great. If not, then he'll move home and we will figure it out from there. He'll get a job. So, yeah, that's what we're doing now. He is still in a little bit of a panic attack, anxiety. He's scared to death to go in the school and start packing up in case the administration is there, because the administration is usually there on the weekends. So, I don't know. We'll see. So, see how it goes. But that is what we are doing. He's leaving some of the stuff there. He's not like, we got his little cubby organizer from Gibbstown Giving. It was free. He's leaving it. The elevator's broken in the school. We're not dragging it down 4 flights. Same with the bookcase I bought. It was $20 at Walmart. We are leaving it there. Number one, we don't have to store it. Number two, it's just not worth it. We just want to get in and out. He wants to get all his personal effects. He wants to get all the posters that he made and get out of there. We are hoping to be in and out in less than an hour. That is our hope. We are going to really try hard. So we will see what happens. But anyway, that's what's going on here. Let me tell you, when they're little, you think it's every problem in the world, you know. Let me tell you, little kids, little problems, big kids, big problems. But we'll get through this. We always do. I'm just mostly concerned about Andrew's mental and emotional health right now. And if it's saying anything, he is the second teacher to leave mid-year, and we have on good authority that there's another one leaving next week. 3 teachers mid-year, 3 first-year teachers mid-year, and we know there's a couple leaving at the end of the year. So yeah, pray for us, my friends. Pray for us. Well, done and dusted. We would have been out of there in like 45 minutes, but because he's the type of kid he is, he did all his grading and got all his grades in. He just didn't leave anything undone. He did it all. Hopefully, this will help him, because I gotta tell you, I was worried. I was seriously worried for him. And there's another teacher leaving the end of this week, so makes me think might not be the teachers. But now we are we?
Yes.
Breaking our pantry challenge again. And I'm fine with it because somebody over here.
Was your suggestion?
I just suggested going to IKEA. Somebody wants to go to the 3rd floor of IKEA. You know what the 3rd floor of IKEA is?
Second floor.
2nd floor. I don't know. Somebody wants some Swedish meatballs. So you know what? That's what we're doing. I just need it. I need something. I don't know. I really just need to go home and check on my chickens in this cold weather and make sure the eggs aren't frozen. Skunk. But now I know that might not be a skunk. Now that I'm schooled. No, that's a skunk.
That was a skunk going in the city.
Maybe it's not a skunk. We got schooled when I said before, I smell a skunk. And so many of you were like, honey, that ain't a skunk. I am so sheltered. Aren't I?
A little bit.
Anyway. Yeah, so pray for us, my friends. Just pray for us.
Generally consider this.
Good morning, friends. It is 7 a.m. on Sunday. I am heading to church. I literally rolled out of bed, threw some clothes and makeup on, put my hair in a messy bun, and left. I did not even shower. It was a rough night. Not a lot of sleep. And this way I can just go home, and I think I'm going to go to the church breakfast, so I don't even have to deal with that. And I can go home and work out, get a good workout in, and then get a shower and get ready for my day, which I'm very excited. So, gosh, I don't know, probably over a year ago, I became friends with one of my subscribers. I am friends with all of you. That's not what I mean, but like good friends. And she lives in Michigan, but she is in Jersey right now, visiting family, and we are going to get together today. Her and her husband are coming over this afternoon for a visit, so I am so incredibly excited for that. So I have that to look forward to. I just did not sleep well with everything going on with Andrew and Ann and school, and it was a rough night. We sat at IKEA for over 2 hours probably, and these kids literally poured their hearts out to us. We heard stuff that we did not hear the entire time, the entire 6 months that they've been there. I want to be careful what I say, but it was a very toxic situation, and we were not aware of how toxic it was. And that's fine. They are young adults. They were handling things the best they could until they couldn't anymore, and that's when, they asked for help and guidance, and they got it from me. They got it from a very good friend of ours who is an HR specialist. Andrew got advice from his therapist, because he needed to start seeing a therapist because of this whole situation, which I'm fine with. I think everybody should see a therapist once in a while, because I think everybody's got some baggage they need to unload. But anyway, so with all that, I just did not sleep well. It was a rough night, but moving forward, that's what I just told him. I said, moving forward. So this week, more decisions will be made. So yeah, kind of a little downer vlog this weekend, wasn't it? Oh, little kids, little problems, big kids, big problems. But this isn't a problem that can't be fixed and solved. And, Andrew just has too big of a heart. He always wants to do what is right, not necessarily what is popular. He always wants to please everyone. He's like his mother. And he likes a challenge, and he doesn't like to quit, and he feels like a quitter. I said, you're not a quitter. And he feels like a failure. I said, you're not a failure. I said, failing something does not make you a failure. Failing something teaches us and helps us to learn and helps us to grow and helps us to make better decisions in the future. And, he just feels like he failed because he had to leave this position. But it was toxic. It was really toxic. So I'm glad he's out of there, and we'll deal with whatever fallout comes from it. We'll see. But anyway, I think when he wakes up this morning, he's definitely going to feel better. Still probably anxious, but better. So, same with Anne. They just had to do what they had to do for their own mental health, their own safety, and their own emotional health. So, enough of that. We're done talking about that. Off the radar. What else do I want to tell you? I guess that's it. So yeah, like I said, after church, it's late. I'm gonna be walking into church with the priest. After church, I'm gonna pop over to the breakfast. Might as well let the men cook for me, right? And then, like I said, go home and work out, get a shower, get my act together. I have a few things I need to accomplish this morning because we did not expect to be gone all day yesterday. Well, as late as we were yesterday. Adam, oh my gosh. So they had to get on the bus yesterday at 6:30 a.m. to go to the track meet, which means he got up at 5:30, 5:45. He packs his bag and everything the night before, and also he doesn't have a lot to do in the morning, and the athletic center is probably a good 3/4 of a mile walk, because I don't think he drove over. I don't know if he drove over or not, but so and he doesn't like to walk in at 6:30, and they have a catered breakfast for them. Panera Catering, they have standing orders they place, so they do all that. And it was a 2-hour and some minute bus ride, and then they were at the meet all day. And these runners, you run one event. So he ran for his 4 minutes and 57 seconds, and that was it. They did not leave the track meet. It was so huge. They did not get done the track meet until 7. I think they pulled out of there around 7:30 the last night. So that was a long day. And then they stopped for dinner. Each athlete is given cash in the morning that they can use to spend on an allotted amount of cash that they can use to spend on their food for the day. Usually they just pack snacks and stuff for lunchtime, and then they stop for dinner. And the team packs snacks for them, like high quality protein bars and electrolyte drinks and stuff like that. So they all use their money for dinner. But we took them sandwiches yesterday because Adam really wanted a sandwich. So we did that, and then they stopped for dinner. And then usually they try to stop at a place that has a couple different quick serve restaurants, like Chipotle. Excuse me. Excuse me. Like Chipotle or Panera or things like that. Oh my goodness. Last night they stopped at Wawa. So we had Wawa for lunch and for dinner. But they were fine with that. He texted me. They got home back to the college at 10:30. So that was a crazy long day. He was exhausted, he said. He goes, for only running, one event, I guess it's just like sitting around all day. It's just exhausting. They can leave the gym area, like, all these colleges have like lounge areas and stuff in their athletic centers. And there's like study areas where they've got like tons and tons of outlets and charging stations and all. And there are just kids everywhere, like doing homework and some sleeping and things like that. So anyway, I've chit-chatted long enough. I'm just talking to talk at this point, because you're keeping me company in my ride to church. And yeah, I'll make it in time, barring any complications. So I guess that's it. We are having burgers on the grill for dinner. I was going to serve fries with it, but we had fries the other night, so I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to serve with it. Doug will probably want fries again, and that's fine. If that's what he wants, that's what he'll get. So anyway, I will be back and I will show you what I am having for breakfast at church. More than likely, I already know. Doug's the omelet station guy. I'm not feeling an omelet today, I don't think. I think I'm gonna have scrambled eggs with 1 or 2 tablespoons of cream chip beef over top of the eggs, a hash brown patty, some bacon, and a piece of toast. I think that's what I will have, and that will hold me until dinner time tonight. Doug has studying to do tonight. He will be working on some studying. He has an exam on Thursday. He does not have a speech to prepare this week, so he's happy about that because he can use that time to study for his exam, his midterm on Thursday. It's an oral midterm, and they were given all the questions. They were given 30 questions, and you just have to know them all because you don't know what questions that you are going to be asked. So, yeah. He says he feels confident, so we'll see. But anyway, so that is it. I will show you my breakfast. So remember I told you earlier that I was having company, and it was a subscriber? There's Susan. Say hi to Susan. No, it's not Sparkly Susan. That's the other Susan. Because we all talk about Sparkly Susan. This is the other Susan. Susan lives in Michigan. No, Wisconsin. Why did I say Michigan?
Well, because I've been in 4 states. No.
That's right. She lives in Wisconsin, but came out to Jersey to visit her family. Her sister is here, and her father is here right now. And she's got a lot of family. You have a lot of family in Jersey.
Yeah, I do.
So she came to see us. And what? Aria just fell off the couch. So we had a wonderful afternoon with Susan and her husband Joe, visiting and talking chickens and talking taxes and talking everything. So
Yes.
perfect ending to a bit of a tumultuous weekend.
Yes.
Okay, sitting down to dinner, and we are having a summertime dinner tonight. We are having burgers on the grill. I'll put the points on the screen. I usually do 4 burgers for a pound of ground beef, but we wanted bigger burgers tonight. We have not eaten since breakfast at 8 o'clock, and we're a little bit hungry, so made bigger burgers. I just have onions and pickles and tomatoes and cheese on there. Made some homemade fries again, and we are having corn on the cob. This is corn that I froze over the summer, so it's the first time we're trying it. I'm anxious to try it. So that is our dinner tonight. Points and calories will be on the screen. Okay, friends, I almost forgot to close out this weekend vlog. What a weekend it was, huh? Had its highs and it had its lows. A huge high was Adam's track meet yesterday and meeting with Susan and Joe today. We had such a beautiful visit. It was just so nice. So nice. I mean, we've talked on the phone before and we text pretty much daily. But it was just really nice, putting a face to the name. So it was awesome. So thank you so much, Susan and Joe, for taking time out of your Jersey visit to come and see us. Can't wait to do it again. What else? That's about it. Dinner was delicious. I needed a burger. I was in the mood for a burger. I think I might switch around tomorrow and Monday. I think I might switch Monday and Tuesday's dinner. That's right. You're seeing this on Monday. I think I'm going to switch that around for some just ease for me. We'll see. What else do I need to tell you? I guess that's it. Andrew's calming down. He's calming down. He has a meeting with the program director, and we'll see where he goes from here. Basically, we'll see if he's going to be leaving the program or not. He is at peace with whatever happens. He is so much more at peace than I have seen him in so long. I don't hear that tension in his voice. I don't hear that anxiety. He's still anxious because there's still the unknown, but he's definitely a little bit calmer, which is good because I was truly worried about my gentle giant. So now I'll just worry about Anne a little bit. So, yeah. You always worry. Doesn't matter how old they are, you worry. Anyway, that is it for me. That is it for my weekend. Thank you so much for taking time out of your busy day to spend it with me, and I will see you all very soon for a full day of eating.